Warm, muggy weather across the bi-state region. Good evening. We are halfway through the weekend, and while some of us saw some rain on Saturday, it was pretty isolated to widely scattered showers and rumbles of thunder across the area. And of course, that meant most of us were able to get our activities in, the air show in, all the qualifying over at Worldwide Technology Raceway, that was in. Fishing fair up at Pere Marquette, that got in. Ball game over at Bush, that got in. I mean, we're sitting pretty here as we head into tomorrow, except we got some chances of showers. And then after we have our chance of showers and storms, when that moves out on Tuesday morning, the heat really builds in. So Tuesday into Friday, we have issued a weather impact alert for the high heat and high humidity. We already know it's humid. We've only had 2 90-degree days so far this year. Now, that was back in March. And of course, we didn't have humidity to go with that. Not to the extent that we do this week. The heat index by Tuesday afternoon will range from 99 to 105, and it's going to stay that way into Wednesday, into Thursday, most likely into Friday, unless we get some thunderstorms on Thursday. So at this point, we're thinking we have 4 days where the opportunity for those triple-digit heat index values exist. And one of the reasons why we've issued this weather impact alert for the heat is because of the stretch of it. Once it gets here Thursday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, it lasts into Wednesday afternoon, lasts into Thursday afternoon. We're not cooling off a whole lot at night either. Temperatures will stay in the mid-70s, maybe even close to 80 in the city. So there's your heat index values forecast for Tuesday and into Wednesday. Again, around or above 100 degrees. That takes us into Friday, assuming we don't have thunderstorms to deal with. So that's why we have the weather impact alert. It's not for the thunderstorms coming. Yes, there's some scattered rain possible again Sunday, especially we might see a little bit in the morning. We might see a little bit in the afternoon, into the evening, more likely later Sunday night into Monday and Monday night. And then by Tuesday morning, it's moving out. And then that opens the door to the first heat blast as we go into next week. So just kind of putting it all in perspective, we haven't had any really hot, humid weather for any amount of time. Our bodies aren't used to it. The rain and the thunder not likely to cause all that big of an impact because we're not expecting severe weather, but the heat is going to have an impact on our bodies and our ability to deal with that heat, especially for those that don't have air conditioning or maybe the air conditioning's broken. All right, so to the north of us, we've seen lots of showers and thunderstorms over the last 24 hours. Also seen that same scenario playing out. Parts of Arkansas back into Oklahoma. You can see there are still some showers, an area, a patch, if you will, of lighter rain coming out of the Lake of the Ozarks area, heading towards St. Louis. We're still around 80 late in the evening in St. Louis, and temperatures tonight will stay above 70 degrees in many spots. And even if you do drop into the 60s tonight, it's only in the upper 60s. Maybe some isolated showers overnight, early tomorrow morning. We would think the favored time will be more likely in the afternoon. Not that there's going to be a huge amount of rain. Now, if you get under a thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon, you could get a quick drenching of rain, but most of us probably don't see a lot of rainfall tomorrow. Heading into tomorrow evening, the chances do begin to increase a little bit as this upper level system starts working its way towards us. So here we are with the latest forecast as we go through the overnight hours. There is a chance some of this patchy light rain that's down to our south and southwest may try to nudge in here with a few light showers during the overnight hours. We don't expect much in terms of impacts from that at all. Heading into tomorrow morning, the potential's still there from what's down in Arkansas to kind of flirt with some of our western counties. That's from tonight going into, tomorrow morning. Now, once we start heating up tomorrow, the chance to see those showers and thunderstorms bubble up, it increases, right? It's hot, or at least it's very warm, and it's muggy. And so we think we have that little bit of energy coming in from the southwest. That ought to start kicking off some showers and thunderstorms, most likely along and west of the Mississippi River through the afternoon hours. But certainly that could impact the metro area. And it's more likely to impact the metro area as we head into the nighttime hours tomorrow and then taking us into Monday. This upper level system will be moving through the region. That means scattered showers, scattered rumbles of thunder, maybe a downpour or two, certainly possible through Monday. Then we'll watch this decaying area of showers and storms approach and fall apart as it comes our way towards Tuesday morning. However, it leaves a remnant disturbance there that once we get into that heat and humidity may try to re-energize, especially from St. Louis south and southeast on Tuesday morning. Then once that gets done, we go back into almost, I guess you can't really say stifling heat and humidity, but it will be for this juncture of our lives, right? We haven't had any heat this summer. Not hardly at all. Live Radar 24/7 is always streaming on this app. That is the QR code that will take you on any smart device to where you need to go. So here are the temperatures that we're dealing with. 93 to 95 on Wednesday. I'm toying with the idea of going up to 95. I don't think I put it on the 10-day forecast yet, but we're toying with it. And we could even see Tuesday warmer if we don't see the rain and that little disturbance shifting through, if that doesn't have a big impact in the morning. If we get into sun sooner, it gets warmer sooner. You know, in the next couple of days, we're in the 80s. We don't have as much sunshine. The only thing that can keep us lower as we head towards Friday and into Saturday is if we see some thunderstorms in here on Thursday. It certainly is possible. At that point, being as hot as it's going to be again, with these heat index values forecast to be in the triple digits here throughout the metro area for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and likely into Friday, that definitely keeps us in a scenario where the duration comes into play. And that's largely due to these overnight low temperatures that are in the mid-70s. You don't really get a chance, your body doesn't get a good chance to cool off. Your house doesn't get a good chance to cool off. If you don't have air conditioning and you're in one of these brick homes in the city of St. Louis, that heat is just radiating all night long. So temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 90s here as we go through the middle of the week. And then by Saturday, we'll start to see the humidity easing out a little bit. There's probably going to be, I have the highest chances for rain on Friday. That may shift up a little bit to Thursday, which would be great because then maybe we could ixnay the weather impact alert day on Friday as it would back off maybe into the upper 80s to around 90, and we'd lose a little bit of that humidity. But that remains to be seen at this point. So just kind of keep a watchful eye as to what's going on for that. And again, when it's that hot, you know, you've got that much heat and that much humidity, you're already on the way to getting stronger storms. We'll see what happens as we head towards the end of the week. We don't think the storms that we see in the next 36 to 48 hours are going to be especially troubling. So that's good news. And we do think tomorrow we will get the ball game in at 1:15 over at Busch. You have more, I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. The race, though, the Indy race, the Indy cars don't get at it until, I mean, there's some races during the afternoon, but the main Bommarito 500 isn't until the evening hours. So we'll have to keep our eyes on that for you. Watch that radar, but I'd bet we'll get the race in.